Mr. Fritter.
VO. Right out the gate, the judge is laying down the ground rules. This isn't just about harassment text. It's a criminal charge that could land him in jail for months. And here's the kicker. Once your rights are read in court, everything you say can and will come back to haunt you.
Look at me! Can you imagine what life is like to live with that kind of fear? You're gonna live it with me now. Fritter. On bond?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Mr. Fritter, come up. Mr. Fritter, you're charged with harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay, please. Shh.
September 19, 2024, an officer conducted a follow-up in regards to an assault on a family case. Upon further investigation, the officer made contact with the complaining witness who reported that the defendant had been harassing her since September 18, 2024 by sending her videos, voicemails, and text messages containing horrible remarks.
VO. This is chilling. We're not talking about one angry text. This is a campaign of harassment. Over 50 messages filled with threats and cruelty. Imagine being on the receiving end of that. Would you feel safe? Or would every buzz of your phone feel like another attack?
Approximately 50 to 60 messages in total. In the voicemails, the defendant curses at her, asking, "Where are you? Why the fuck aren't you at work?" and calling her various names. Additionally, the complainant showed the officer text messages of the defendant telling the complaining witness, "Kill yourself and I want to watch you suffocate, and your family hates you." The complaining witness indicated that the continual harassment is making her fear him even more. The complaining witness was able to give officers the defendant's identifying information and positively.
VO. And here's where it goes from harassment to horror. An argument over socks escalates into punches, bruises, and being thrown out of the house. Socks. If this doesn't show a pattern of control and violence, what does? This is where the court starts piecing together a bigger, darker picture.
Identified the defendant as a person who has been harassing her.
I see that he has also picked up a felony assault against his complaining witness as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what happened in that one? And I'm assuming it's the same date as this one, so I'm assuming it's out of the same transaction?
I'm not sure. So it says that on, I don't believe so. It says that on September 18th in Harris County, officers were dispatched to an assault.
VO. Listen to that. 14 priors. 14. The judge isn't just concerned, he's alarmed. When a defendant walks into court with a rap sheet that long, every new case feels like the tip of a much bigger iceberg.
The complaining witness advised that the defendant came home upset about socks not being in the closet. The defendant punched the complaining witness with a closed fist on her foot twice on her right thigh and twice on her left thigh, causing pain. The complaining witness advised that the defendant grabbed her by the arm and forcibly shoved her out of the house, throwing her on the porch. She advised that she felt pain, and she advised that this has been an ongoing issue for the past 2 years. The officers observed purple and green bruises on her arm, foot, and her legs. The bruises were green, purple, and red and of significant size.
Is there a no contact order in this case?
Judge, who's the defendant?
This is Mr. Fritter. He hasn't harassed, Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. And you scare me something good. You have, since 14, assault.
VO. This is one of those moments where the judge stops being just a legal authority and turns into a voice for the victim. He's painting the picture. Life under constant fear, eggshell walking, the smallest mistake leading to violence. It's powerful, it's emotional, and it drives home why protection orders exist.
Trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault.
Judge, there has been a note filed, but there is no protective order in this case.
Is there no contact in the felony case whatsoever?
I'm checking the bond conditions. no threatening or harassing at this time. We would ask if that to be a no contact in this court, Judge.
I don't see that the rip has been.
Are you Miss Lisco? Yes, sir. That's Miss Lisco, right? There. Come up, ma'am. Come up. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Mr. Fritter. I want to protect you as much as I can. No one has to have this kind of treatment whatsoever for any reason. And I will do everything in my power to protect you. All I need you to do is tell me. All I need is please give me the word. Mr. Fritter, look at me. You so much. Can you imagine what life is like when someone has to walk on eggshells because they have the fear that if they make someone mad in the smallest respect of having socks not in the...
Whoa. This is a game changer. The emergency protective order is basically a legal force field around the victim. And here's the wild part. Even a glare, a hand gesture, something the victim perceives as threatening could trigger jail time. The judge is drawing a zero-tolerance line in the sand.
A damn drawer. They're liable to get a beating. Can you imagine what life is like to live with that kind of fear? You're gonna live it with me now. Because one false move, I'm gonna make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust. But no one, and I mean no one, should have to live with that kind of fear. I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. And I don't know if I'm going to allow you to have contact with Miss Liscoco. But if I find that you treat anyone or put anyone in fear or put anyone in harm's way, so help me, I will grow horn and tails because I will be so upset and it will be on you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Abel,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to keep Mr. Fritter so close to me that it's just ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
I'm entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies her as a protected individual. You're not to have any kind of communication whatsoever. You're not supposed to have any, you will not have any threatening or harassing contact. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think is threatening or harassing. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. And it's enough for me to put you in jail and make your bond $150,000, maybe 50, maybe 20. But I will do, Mr. Fritter, I will do everything in my power to protect every single person of this county. And I don't care if you're kicking, screaming, crying because you go to jail and don't have anyone to bond you out.
Your husband and wife of 10 years is kind of difficult situation together.
I want to protect you, man. And you know, the problem is that now that he's picked up these two cases, times will be just even more stressful. We have these protective orders. They're basically like
VO. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, boom, the defendant openly admits to drugs. The judge pounces, mandatory tests, anger management, strict no alcohol rule. And when he says no alcohol, he means no alcohol, from tequila lollipops to hair dye. This is micromanagement at its finest, because the court clearly doesn't trust him to stay clean on his own.
cooling off motions so that, you know, you can separate, enough time will pass, people can kind of cool down, you know, so they're not under the stress of the excitement and then unleash on you. The last thing I want is for you to suffer any kind of harm whatsoever, you know, and I that's all I want, you know. All I'm asking is how things should be normal. Like, I'm not asking him for him to do Pythagorean's theorem here. So, I don't know. You know, what I'd like is, if you please just talk to our DAs here. But I'd like you to have their phone number at the minimum, so that should anything ever whatsoever, all you have to do is let us know. And then
I have been in contact with the DA, so should about the assault.
I'm here for you. And I want to make sure that you're okay. You know, I've given him a lawyer. He knows what's expected of him. And I'm going to drug test him like crazy to make sure that he's not using alcohol or dope. In fact, I'm going to test him 2 times a week. I'm setting him now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system, and then we'll go from there.
Judge, he will come back positive, but